Hello, my dear trippers. You're watching Trippin Talks. Today, I have with me one of our lovely tripper who has been part of our KT trip for a very, very, very long time. To introduce him, he's one of a big, avid Kannada film fan, and he loves going on trips very frequently, and our trippers lovingly call him as PT. Yes, that is Praveen Tayappa. PT, how are you?
Hi Leo, hi all. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
So just give us a start of how did you feel when the COVID hit us? What was your take, and how was it? How was your reaction?
Definitely, when the COVID hit us in March, I think, as you all are aware, we did not take this very seriously. We just thought that it's just another 15 days of lockdown and everything is going to be fine and all. But as it progressed, we saw that there were a lot of agony to the world and people were suffering, a lot of migrant workers, a lot of people lost their job, which was definitely hurting us uh, because when you look at the world, when you look at as a tripper and all, you don't like to see the sufferings because you trip because you want to see the uh, good things in the world. And that is one place where it emotionally was hitting everybody, I guess. So it was very difficult to digest the fact that the world was suffering.
Okay. Yeah. That was really a bad time for everybody, PT. That I acknowledge with you. But I heard during the strict lockdown, you were doing a lot of social work. So can you please explain as to what exactly that you were doing? And
Okay, as part of the first lockdown from March 1st last week to May 1st week, what happened was there was a lot of restrictions for movement, including intercity, intracity, and only the medical staff, the emergency staff, the government were allowed to move in. Fortunately, I was lucky to get a police pass, and then I associated myself with a team called Atria Foundation. Atria Foundation is into supplying food for uh, Bangalore City. Initially, it started with Bangalore City supplying food for close to around 1 lakh. The target was 1,50,000 meals per day, and it was entirely based out of Bangalore. And Atria Foundation was leading this. So, since I had a vehicle along with me and a police pass, so my primary role was to pick up the food from the kitchen and supply it to the police station, the vridhashramas, the old age, and also some of these kids schools, government schools where food was not available. So basically, we were trying to reach. So I was acting like a SOS person, just going to places and supplying the food. So basically, I was a connect between the kitchen and the end users and the volunteers who were on ground to supply the food to the needy. This is how it started, and hopefully, we were able to. I myself was able to supply close to around 30,000 meals in 1.5 months.
that's really great, PT. Thank you so much for coping up with the situation and helping all the needy. Heartful thanks from the KT team to you for doing such a noble work during the strict lockdown. Thanks a lot for that. So just moving on, since you are a frequent tripper, how did you control your travel urge when the lockdown was announced?
The lockdown one announced, I think I did not have a choice. So the only option was to stay at home and virtually, basically wherever I could see some travel groups online, virtual, I used to join and I used to just follow them. Not being very active, but follow them back and that what is that they are doing, what are the places we can visit after this crisis is over. So basically now I'm more than tripping. I think last 5 months virtually I've seen entire India length and breadth with food, how homestays and all virtually I would say. But now I want to see them personally when this COVID has relaxed.
You have been part of KT for a very long time, so you have seen KT evolve from only boys travel group to what we are now. So how do you feel being a part of the core group?
Basically, to be very honest, I have enjoyed every trip. I have no negative feelings about this trip. In fact, I have enjoyed all the trips. I have enjoyed when my vehicle broke down in Wayanad along with KT trip. I still remember that, and I had very lovely memories. I made very good friends whom I didn't know till I went with a trip. Now I can very confidently say that these are my very close friends, and I can vouch for them. And being in KT, I've always liked you guys. When I say the core team, be it Vikram, Vivek, you, Revati, everybody, I have not an inch of negative thought that why did I join this group. In fact, always try to make it a point that I attend all the KT trips. Unfortunately, it's not happening. But on a positive note, I like being associated with KT.
Thank you so much, PT. We are also happy to have you as one of the core members who has been there from the time the KT started off. So we are very thankful for you, for your guidance, and also you have given us a lot of tips and also places that we have planned up. So hopefully things will shape up in after everything settles down. The next question that I have is you were one of the very few initial trippers from the group that ventured out as soon as the lockdown was relaxed. So what was your experience?
So basically now if you compare with pre-COVID and post-COVID, I think there are a lot of restrictions. And when I say restrictions, it's not only the government imposed one, it might be self-imposed one also. Like for example, I being a foodie, I would love to try out new cuisines, new hotels, be it on a road or whatever it is. But now there is some cut, I would say, or reluctant to go to this hotels or so. So now we have started. It will take some time for us to mature. I think now we prefer home cooked food. We carry biscuits, whatever bakery items and all. So this is one thing which I seriously do not like. The reason being, I like to experiment with food, and I am a foodie. Of course, missing my drink as well.
So what precautions did you take when you stepped when you had to step out of the house, and also to stay safe with whatever was going on?
Addition to whatever we were carrying earlier, camera, bags, we are now carrying sanitizer, additional mask. Other than that, I think the people are same. It is only that we have changed our outlook. Maybe the photos doesn't look as vibrant, colorful as it used to be earlier with a mask. Yeah. So I definitely do not like, but there's no other option.
Yeah, we got to live with it for at least for some time for now.
Yes. At least pretend to live with it.
Yeah, I like that, to pretend to live with it. So, PT, which was the first place that you went after the lockdown was relaxed?
After the lockdown, I went on a trip to Horanadu and Katanamaki. That's a small trekking spot 15 kilometers away from 15 to 20 kilometers away from Horanadu. That was basically a trip which got cancelled, but fortunately the guy who was arranging the trip offered me to take along with him because he owns the homestay, and anyways he was traveling to Horanadu. That is the place I went. I went to Katanamaki, Horanadu, and there was a waterfalls called Surmane Waterfalls. A small waterfalls near Kalasa. It was good with all the precautions, of course.
So, PT, one big question that I would like to ask you is, do you regret this year 2020 and wish it never had happened?
I won't say it's a tough question, Leo. It's all perception, because there might be ups and downs every year we have seen. And this is a new mantra for us to live. That the one thing I would also see the positiveness of this is a lot of people who are away from their hometown, their I would say motherland, they have returned here, which is good to know. And one thing with this COVID taught us is family is very important. When nobody was there with us, family was there. I would take it as positive. I won't regret it. It is part of our life that it's a new norm, and then let's learn to fight it out. It's just one bad patch, I would say.
I agree with you, PT. We can't do anything, but at least with this situation, the Mother Nature has regenerated a lot. There are a lot of changes with regards to how the nature is looking post the COVID. So once the COVID situation is fully resolved and we are back to a normal phase of how we were earlier, so which is the first place you plan to visit?
My personal choice would be somewhere hill station, be it Kotagiri or be it this Sakleshpur, Mudgere, where it is raining and you have a very close knit of friends sitting over a bonfire and talking, chatting, laughing, and that's what I would call it heaven.
Yeah, that is absolutely going to be a heaven. We are just waiting for that. So what is your travel mantra, PT?
My travel mantra is don't have expectation, enjoy the local cuisines, respect local cultures, be with them, don't worry about negativities, and live rich, die poor.
Superb. I love that.
Thank you.
And the last one that I would like to ask is, what is your final message to our fellow trippers and your suggestions about KT?
Suggestion to fellow trippers is, I think this temporary phase will pass out. Nothing to worry. I think again we will be back to normal. Stay safe. Keep venturing. Keep searching for new places, new foods, new people. That is how life is meant to be. Not it. There is a proverb which I totally agree is like. We die at 25 and get buried at 75, which means that from 25 to 75, when we are earning, we are just earning. We are not living our life. So I think we should make sure that that mantra is wrong. We should live from 25 to 75 as well.
Wow, that's really a super proverb. I would love to take this phrase and keep it forever. So trippers, you know what is the mantra that PT is saying and what is his advice to you guys. So that's PT for us, who is one of the key members of the Keep Tripping group. Thank you so much, PT, for spending your time, giving us an opportunity to have a talk with you and understand how much you had gone through during the COVID situation and all those things. Thanks a lot for your time, PT.
Thank you very much, Leo, for providing this platform to talk out my heart, because I don't have a filter when I'm talking to Keep Tripping teams. So I would always love to be part of this group. There's no second thought. And thank you very much, and all the best. Stay safe.
All right, trippers. So that is the talk show that we had. So until we have the next talk show, so keep watching and stay safe and enroll to and subscribe to our Keep Tripping Facebook pages. You can catch us on Instagram and even on the Facebook, and even we are available on Telegram. Thank you so much, guys.